So this is the last concept of the female reproductive system actually. So that is actually the mammary glands. Okay, even though it is not attached, there is no physical contact with the female reproductive system and the mammary gland, but as I said earlier that which supports the baby after the delivery. As a result, it should be involved in female reproductive system. That means there is structurally and functional involvement is there. Okay, so now the mammary glands normally occur in pair. That is actually two will be there in a female, and it is also called as breast. A pair of breasts will be there. Okay, so it is called as breast. Okay, see this particularly the mammary glands mainly contains two components. One is actually the glandular tissue system. That means glandular means glands will be there. That means they actually help in secreting certain things. What kind of secretion? Nothing but milk itself, correct? So mammary glands produce only milk, and it also contains variable amount of fat. What is the meaning of variable amount of fat? The mammary glands contain variable, that means it varies from female to female. Okay, you could see here I have drawn the diagram of the mammary gland. Very important for your examination. It could be asked for 3 to 5 marks. Okay, draw a neat label diagram of the mammary gland and explain this structure also. It's not difficult actually. Only thing is you have to remember the order. How to write it in order actually. Okay, we'll talk about it. See here this one, the mammary gland is attached to the main chest cavity. Okay, you know that is actually the rib. Okay, so it is attached to the ribs. So this one, the blue color ones are the ribs. Okay, and in between the ribs you could see the muscles. So that means actually the mammary gland share between rib as well as the muscles. Okay, so then actually you may get a question, name the major muscle which actually holds the mammary gland. That is actually the pectoralis. The pectoralis is the muscle which is present between the ribs actually, which actually gives support to the mammary glands. Okay, and now let us talk about this one, the glandular tissue here. What is exactly glands here? You could see a lot of glandular system actually. See, I have written already just to save the time here. So you have to remember it in order actually for your NEET. Okay, this is the first thing. I'm starting from inner to outside actually. Okay, so here I have written mammary lobes, mammary alveolus, then mammary ducts, ampulla and lactiferous duct. Please learn it. Okay, so here let us see where exactly the mammary lobes are situated. These are all actually, the white things are nothing but the fat. It varies from female to female. Okay, so this is the fat. What is the function of fat? It provides protection as well as structure to the mammary gland. That is actually the major function of this fat. Okay, so what is the function of this glandular tissue? Let us see it. So the first glandular tissue, you could see a big lobe is there. I have used red color here. You could see here. See here. So this is actually the lobe. Okay, so this lobe is called as the mammary lobes. In a female, the mammary lobes in one particular mammary gland, it varies from 15 to 20. That means in one particular breast, there will be around 15 to 20 mammary lobes will be there. It's a cavity-like structure, lobes. Okay, lobes will be there actually. Okay, around 15 to 20. But in this picture, you could see only 3. 1, 2, 3, but 15 to 20 lobes will be there. Got it? Okay. Inside each lobe, what you see is, you could see I have used green color, small circles actually, some kind of asymmetrical circle actually. These things are actually nothing but cells. That means it contains millions of cells. These cells altogetherly, or what we say, like altogetherly, we can call it as a mammary alveolus. Okay, so this is the mammary alveolus. Okay, so what is this? The red color lobes are called as the mammary lobes. I think you can label it, right? Okay, the red color ones are nothing but the mammary lobes. Otherwise, I'll write here. Just write ML, mammary lobes. Within each mammary lobe, we could see millions of cells, and each cell is called as, if I take only one cell from the mammary alveolus, that is called as alveoli. You may get a question, name the cell which secrete milk, the alveoli. Alveoli actually specialized for secreting milk. The milk secretion occurs only after parturition. That means actually the signal should be sent to this alveoli for the secretion. We'll talk about it later. Okay, so in detail. So milk secretion, alveoli. Once the milk is secreted, obviously the alveoli cannot store the milk. Okay, so the milk should be ejected out. That means actually the milk, some amount of milk which is produced from the alveoli cell, which actually now starts moving towards this side. Okay, so which will be stored at the edges of the alveoli like this here. Okay, a pipe of the alveoli. Once the pipe actually releases the milk, it will be collected from the mammary ducts. Where you see the mammary duct, I have used pink color, see here. These are actually the bigger pipe. Compared to the alveoli pipe, these are the bigger pipe. That means each pipe is connected to more than 4 alveolus cells. Okay, so that is actually the thing. I will write here. This is actually the mammary duct. So first is lobe, alveolus, then ducts. Then actually many ducts opens into a big wider pipe that is called as the ampulla. See, I have used another color actually. This is ampulla. Ampulla is a big pipe. Okay, so one ampulla pipe is connected to many mammary ducts like that, or you could see that one mammary duct is connected to many alveolus cells like that. Okay, many alveolus cells are present within a lobe that is called as mammary lobe, like that the arrangement. Okay, once actually the ampulla actually collects the milk, it opens into the bigger pipe actually, but the number is actually decreasing. Here the number is more. Here actually number is actually decreasing. Here decreasing, again decreasing. Okay, as it comes towards the anterior most position of the mammary gland. Okay, so that is the ampulla actually. So this is the ampulla. Ampulla opens into a big pipe actually that is called as lactiferous duct. I will just write LD. So these blue color pipes are actually lactiferous ducts, very less in number actually compared to the ampulla pipe. Okay, finally many around let us say around 50 to 20 lactiferous duct opens into a big structure which is called as, I'll write here, the nipple. So nipple. Okay, so the baby actually sucks the milk through nipple. Okay, so this is actually the thing to remember. Okay, now the entire mammary gland is covered by skin actually. This particular skin of the mammary gland is called as, I'll write here, I think hope you can notice this, areola. Okay, areola. It is called as the areola. Just remember it. So this is all about the mammary gland. Please remember it, and please remember the order. This is very, very important actually. This is the order. For example, we can write like this: L for lobe, A for alveolus, D for ducts, A for ampulla, then actually L for lactiferous duct, and N for the nipple. So this is actually the order. You can Ludl N. Okay, so this is actually, just remember it, Ludl N. Okay, so that's all about from